Good morning, guys. Well, we've made it through Memorial Day weekend, and after hopefully you've gotten all your plants in the ground, it's time to start looking at mulching and watering. So when you go to mulch, there's a few different things that you want to keep in mind. One, you want to stick to anything that's just natural and organic. So you want to make sure this is a cypress mulch, so anything that looks like a chopped up pallet, you pretty much want to stay away from. But this is cypress mulch. There's a few different types of mulch. This is just a nicely shredded, it's got a nice light color to it, just a very nice mulch. This is probably my favorite mulch. It's a double shredded hardwood mulch. And you can put this around, and the reason why I like it so much is it adds a lot of organics back into the soil. It's got a natural color to it, just something that breaks down really, really nicely. Now, stone is also something that you could look at doing. And so if you go to do stone, get some weed barrier, put that down, and then you can go ahead and put stone on top of it. The one thing you want to keep in mind with stone is if you do go that route, undoing that is very difficult to do. So make sure that you really like the stone and you really like the look of it. But if mulching is not something that you're really looking to do every year, you know, it's still better than having just bare exposed soil to the ground. This is a pine bark mulch, which is a great mulch also. It's just chopped up pine barks, and this will add organics back in the soil as well. So it's a nice option. There's also pine bark nuggets, which kind of akin to stone. So they're larger, they don't really break down, but they last a very long time. Now when you go to mulch, a couple things that you want to make sure that you keep an eye on. You only want to go about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick. You don't want to go any deeper than that. And then as you're spreading your mulch out, as you're going, you want to make sure that when it comes to the base of the plant, you feather it up to the base, but you're not actually piling mulch up against the base of any plant. That'll cut off the water and the air. It'll create a bad environment for your plants, so it'll just kind of take away from that. And as you're looking to mulch, you know, the real benefits to that is it'll actually cool the soil down for the roots. It holds moisture in the ground, and it'll actually keep weeds down. So there's a lot of great benefits to going through and mulching. And then once you get done, just go ahead and put some preen down. That's the very last thing that you do after you've planted everything, after you've mulched everything. You just want to make sure that, you know, you get that down, and that'll save you a lot of work as you're going through. Now, when it comes to watering, if you're looking at beds, soaker hoses are a lifesaver. So especially if you don't have an irrigation system and you've got beds far away, you can run just a standard hose out to your bed and then hook up a soaker hose. You can actually even go ahead and put that on a timer, and just a great way to go ahead and just make watering very easy. And also, if you've got containers, there are actually kits now that you can run from your spigot with a timer, and they'll have little drip heads that go right inside the pots. They work beautifully. So, and then when it just comes to standard watering, the first thing you want to make sure that you water in the morning. So you want to make sure that what happens by watering at night, that moisture sits on the leaves, and that harbors a lot of bacteria and a lot of fungus overnight. You know, we're in the middle of summer, we've got warm nights now. You want to make sure that you just kind of, keep that moisture off the plants. And then, so you want to make sure that you're watering in the morning. And then you want to make sure this is a watering wand. So you can kind of see all the fine holes here. So it just kind of creates a gentle spray as you're looking at watering. Anything that's very high pressure is not ideal for watering. The watering wand head, it creates a gentle soak, lets the water really get down in the roots. Anything that's high pressure, if you see yourself digging in the ground when you're watering, it's not ideal. So you want to make sure that you get, if not the whole wand, at least the watering wand head. They're fairly inexpensive, but when it comes to watering, it does a lot. And then when you go to water, just make sure that you're watering at the base of the plant. So you don't want to go like this. So don't water all the leaves, it doesn't do anything. You want to make sure that you just get to the base of the plant and you go right to the roots, and then just leave it for a 10-15 count, depending on the size of the plant, and you'll be in great shape. So have a wonderful summer, guys. Thanks so much.